Right guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another iron review. So Ping have sent us the brand new Ping i530 iron, and I'm here in the Trackman studio today to give it a good old test for you guys. As always, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like, and also drop your comments down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you all as always. Right, the Ping i530. First of all, Ping have done it yet again. They seem to be smashing it this year, I'm not gonna lie. Everything I've hit of theirs, whether it's the Blueprint S or the new drivers, it's just unbelievable. So big thumbs up. I'll let you have a little look down the camera. I'll do some close-ups on this also. But yet again, I think they've absolutely smashed it on the aesthetic side of things. We've got a hollow body construction and a forged head. So not only is it going to offer you that kind of mid-range sort of level playability with the stronger loft, it's also going to give you that looks. The absolute beautiful looks in your bag. You know, from the back, as I'm looking at it now, it kind of does look like a muscle back. It looks like a forged. It's not until you see the top line or the sole, it's a little bit chunkier. But to be honest with you, it's not overly. The blade length, sort of from heel to toe, is very pleasing to the eye. What they've also done, they've actually added more grooves as well. So it gives you that like ultimate amount of spin and control. So yet again, giving you that sort of feedback like a blade will. Just in a more stronger loft. One thing I have to say, I do love about what Ping have done this year, they've offered it in three different loft options. So the traditional kind of setup from Ping comes in, this is 7.9, it comes in a 29-degree head. So quite strong, definitely a bit more of a power bat. They also offer it in a stronger loft, 27.5. But what they also do, players who might be a sort of lower handicap or want slightly, and I use the word slightly, a bit sort of openly, is because they also do a retro loft of 31 degrees. So if you're like me, someone who would probably want that, I think it's a great option. Now I've hit this a few times on the Trackman studio here. I've got to say I really like it. Down by the ball, it looks gorgeous. There'll be a clip coming over, obviously down on top of the club, looking down at the ball. It looks really nice. It doesn't. I don't pick up and go, wow, this is a chunky club. You know, there's minimal offset. Oh, you know, Ping have done this for years with the white line sort of down here on the bottom groove. I think it's a fantastic idea. It just helps you square that ball, sort of the club face up to the ball. So yeah, I mean, aesthetically, there's things sort of jumping out in terms of it is a power bat. You've got a slightly thicker sole. You know, the top line is slightly thicker, but realistically, you know, if that's sat in my bag or sat in your bag and you've got people walking past, they're going to think, yeah, that's a nice bit of equipment. They're not going to instantly just go, he or she must be a high handicap. Don't get me wrong, they are saying it's for that kind of mid-handicap range, but in my opinion, I think it suits everyone, whether you're 30 handicap or even a single figures, even down to a PJ Pro like myself, I would happily game these. Like I said, I'd go for the 31-degree option personally, but yeah, like, let's jump straight in. Hitting Pro V1s, Trackman 4, we're here on the range. Let's get some basic numbers. So yeah, like I said, down by the ball, it looks fantastic. The blade length is what surprised me the most. Normally when you get to these kind of power bats or these higher handicapper irons, sort of from heel to toe, they're normally quite long. This looks quite small in my opinion. I think, you know, you've got to be quite confident. So I'd really put this at, you know, top end of maybe a 15 handicapper all the way down to single figures for that confidence factor. Certainly go and give these a go because they look fantastic. And if they're going to offer me what I think they're going to offer me, from what I've been seeing so far, is some crazy numbers. Right, ball number one. Oh, that'd be interesting. Quite a clean hit. See how I've got on there. Yeah, not my best. Quite a low spin for a 190 total. So 173, low spin, totally user error on that one. So right, let's jump straight into another shot. I mean, 190 for a miss hit is mental. It's mad numbers. Let's try and hit a better one. That was not my best swing. All right, come on. Oh, bit of a pull. I've got to say, I don't know whether it's my lack of experience of trying the hollow-headed construction irons, but it feels so light in the head. Now, clearly I'm not swinging at my best today. I mean, that was a pull. Last one was a bit clean. I find it so light in the head. I feel like I almost can't feel the club face at impact in terms of, you know, the control of it. So I'm finding my hands doing a lot of work at the ball, not really realizing where that club face is. That's me, obviously. But I mean, a 202 total. Yeah, I've pulled it. Yeah, the spin's down. But it's mad numbers. You know, I don't want to be seeing that ball go that far for a 7-iron, don't forget. Right, let's hit a better one. Come on. Not swinging it my best today. Right, again, I didn't feel the club face on that. Where are we going there? Perfect. All right. I mean, I've got to say that time, although I said I didn't feel the club face, what I did feel was a really nice kind of response from the ball. I just didn't know where the club face was in terms of open or close. It is a forged head. Now, a forged head with a hollow body construction, I'm not quite sure how that works in terms of feel. That might be what's throwing me a little bit. Because normally with a blade, with the forged head, you get that bit of responsiveness, although it's soft. This is obviously coming off so quick and so hot, but yet we're getting quite a soft, nothing feel. So it's the best of both worlds almost. For me, someone who likes a little bit of responsiveness. So for me, someone who likes to know exactly where that sort of club face is, that initial feel, it sits in a bit of a weird place for me. Now, I'm a big fan. I've got to say, I've hit this a few times, and I've actually hit it out on the course only a couple of times, to be honest with you. But I'm a big fan of what this is offering in terms of it's going to give players who don't have the speed the distance. That's what it's going to do. It's going to give them the distance. It's going to give them a good launch. And it's also going to give them that app. Like, it's just beautiful to look at. It's a real good bit of equipment from Ping. I've got to say, it just ties in perfectly with their range of irons. They've got Blueprint T, which is like this buttery soft, tiny head. The Blueprint S, and now they've just sort of finished it off with this. I think they're really nailing it down. I mean, personally, I reckon I could hit this. I probably had this in like a utility or like a 4-iron in my set all day long. I'd probably just have to tweak the lofts to fit in with the rest of the set. But in terms of sort of how I'm looking down at it, it just looks so sort of top end. You know, it looks like a player's iron. Let's hit another couple just to sort of tie in. I mean, what I didn't mention there as well is, you know, obviously that was my best shot. You know, I've hit it straighter. I've hit it out the middle, which helps. You know, we've got 5 and a bit spin, which is good. If you think this is pretty much a 6-iron, I want my 6-iron to spin about 5.5. We are indoors off a mat, so it sort of deviates a little bit. So to get this strong 7-iron to spin at that, to launch at 17, so I'm getting a good amount of height on it, and still getting a 180 total. It's basically my 6-iron. If you can kind of forget or sort of, you know, deviate your mind from the number on the bottom of the club, you're then understanding exactly what these are to offer. This is a 6-iron. You know, there's no doubt about it. It's got 7 written on the bottom, but it's basically a 6-iron. So I think if you're a player of certain ability in terms of like maybe a scratch golfer or a single figure handicapper, I think you would understand that. I think you would understand that actually, yeah, my 7-iron don't really go. The only problem you might have at the other end of the bag is you probably have to get a few more wedges in your bag, because the pitching wedge in this is probably going to then go like your 9-iron. So you'd have to get get a 4th wedge in, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, all right, let's finish up with a couple more. I mean, it's a great club. It's just so light in the head. I've got this in a dynamic. Oh, sorry, no, I haven't. I've got this in a Nippon Modus Pro 105 grams. So it's quite a light shaft. I think for the lightness of the head, I'd probably go a heavier shaft personally, just to try and fit in for myself. But certainly go and get fitted. And I'm waffling on again here, but in terms of fitting, what Ping have done as well, this is a demo head. So anyone who knows Ping demo heads, they normally have the screw in here, which makes it really unique just to them. What they've done is they've now got the screw in heads as well. So it's such a good little feature. Ping have finally kind of jumped on it. For Ping, I mean, one of the best engineers, you know, out there, manufacturers, in my opinion. I think they bring out some unbelievable equipment. So finally getting them on that kind of bandwagon is like tick. Right, come on. Let's hit a couple more. 180 total that was, with a nice strike, good spin, and good launch. All right, here we go. See, again, just don't know. Yeah, see, I would never have said it went that far left. The only reason I know that it went a little bit further left is because I've just missed the target line on the Trackman. So I'm in a slight pull left. It's jumped that up to 198 total. Bearing in mind that the swing before was quite a nice swing. I've hit target for a 180 total. This scares me. You know, I would have to really get fitted into this in terms of hitting the same swing, the same shaft, get that kind of weight, how I'd want it. Definitely go and get fitted for these if you're interested. They're unbelievable club. They offer so much playability, yet they're going to give you launch and they're going to give you distance. Right, let's finish on one more, guys. Ping, in my opinion, pretty much smash in 2024. The best driver I've reviewed, some of, if not the best irons I've reviewed, and another one, 209 total. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up there because I don't really know what else to say. I think it scares me a bit. I would have to really work hard, get a real in-depth fitting. But if you're someone who's looking for a bit of distance, but still going to offer that bit of launch, the Ping i530, yeah, forged head, great looking. I think this could be for you. Go and give them a go. Seriously, it's a great bit of equipment. Ping, well done. As always, guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit them comments down below, and I'll do my best to get back to each and every one of you.